Okay, Dad, I want you to tell me the story about your mother dying.
What did he say?
Tell him the story about when Grandma died. When they thought Grandma
yeah,
had
yeah,
died.
she was still living, but she said that wasn't that she was living. That prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, can you look at me when you tell me the story?
Yeah.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My mother was in a coma, and she was traveling in that coma, and there was 6 of them girls, and the rest of them thought she was dying, 'cause we used to have a flower growing in the yard, front yard called headache leaf, sunflower. I mean, and they took some of them and placed around her head, and then later on my mother opened my eye and she asked where I'm at, and they just start shouting and thanking God. They said, Lula ain't dead. Lula alive. Thank God, like that, you know. And she said them things she said. See, when she was in the coma, it was prediction what was going to happen in her lifetime. And she said, I'll tell you the story. She said she was going to a place and said with a big wheel turning over and over and a big pit there, and said people would getting on that wheel, and the wheel was turning over and dropping them in that pit. And she said a word spoken told her, said that pit was hell, and the people getting on that wheel and turning, said that was the devil dropping them in his chamber. And she said she went to another place, and it was building a fence. Said she was inside of it, and said it was clapping the fence in the lake. And so one voice told her, said, well, those are high fence you're gonna have to climb up upon while you're living. They said, but you better get out of here now before they climb up too high for you to get out. And she went to another place where was a man standing in the house, and said the house was full of stars. Stars was all up and down the wall and all, and there were table in them stars all on the table. And she told the man, said, I'm hungry. And he said, well, eat some of them stars. Them stars is the word of God. What you gonna be preaching to the people when you go through the world, through life. And she said I think that's about the end of the story. She wake up and told them people about it, and she, after she woke up, she said she made one prediction, said it was gonna be a storm, gonna be a destroyer come through the world. Said it's gonna go down, it's gonna start down to the ground and pick up and go back up to the cloud. And that year, I remember that year, we had a tornado. I ain't never seen a tornado since that. I think I told Sala about it. And down in the country, my mother and father told children, go get the cow, storm coming up. And the cow was grazing down the storm on the grass. And by the time they got there, the storm had done come. The storm was in the treetop, rolling through the treetop, rolling over and over. And sister come running back, and the sister said, my older sister said, a hail fly right by her shoulder. And they were big as a saucer. And let me see if there's anything else in that story. They were, both of them was preachers, high evangelists, and they was praying and asking God to save my two sisters, don't let nothing happen to them, and they come on back and fall right down on my mother and father's footsteps, because they were tired from running. They had to come up a little hill, you know. And I remember that hill. The last whipping I got, I went down that hill. My dad had told me to get a pail of water. I didn't go right away. And I went out to go out to the rural road, and when I look up, he was looking at me, and he snatched some bushes by the fence, and that's how the old people down there would whip you. He grabbed a branch out of that tree and come and meet me. He said, I told you to get that water. Bam, 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 bam. And give me a running start. And it was down a little hill. I heard him say, next time I tell you to do something, you do it. That's how I tell you that story, I guess, but that's how the old people raised the children down there, and they'll bruise them rather than just teach them a lot,
Dad, before this happened to your mother, did she have the gift of prophecy before that happened?
Run that back by me.
Before this happened with your mother, where she had that vision, did she already have the gift of prophecy?
Oh, she had the vision, but she was in that coma.
Did she
had already had it, and that happened behind the coma. Like the spirit that tell her in the coma that she was going to be going through the world and predicting to people what's going to happen.
Oh, so that's where the gift came from.
Huh?
That's when she got the gift to see into the future.
The death?
No, that's when she got the gift, the power to see into the future. That's when it happened.
Yeah, when she was in that coma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like something come to reality. Like Martin Luther King's dream, when he was marching. And he said, I have a dream. My 4 little children are going to come up and they were segregating and going to shake hands with the Gentiles and the Greeks and all. And that was about. That was a coma, but it was coming. The Spirit was teaching her that it was going to come to reality.
Now, did she ever see the future again after that?
Huh?
Did she ever see the future again after that? Your mother?
After
that coma, did she ever see the future again after that?
Well, she didn't have but one coma. Is that what you're saying?
No. Was she ever able to see into the future after that?
Yeah, some of the things happened.
No, but after they happened,
was predicted.
After they happened, was she ever able to see into the future again?
No, she didn't.
Just that one time?
She did see that one time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it happened one time, and like I say, I remember it. I was 9 years old. I think I was 9 years old when that stone come up like that. Yeah, I was just a young lady growing up.
Dad, thank you for telling me the story. I got to turn the camera off now because we got noise behind us. But we're going to do some more interviews later, okay?
No, yeah, whatever you say.
Okay.
It's all right with me.
Thank you, Dad.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Love you, Dad.
Thank you. I love you too, son.